because it is weird to like go back and watch one from a previous week, but I had some requests for me to record today, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. The first thing that we normally do is screen share, and we all go over the Zoom schedule, so we're going to do that first. I think that there are a few changes that we need to make to it this week, because I got really confused last week trying to do it with the time zone change and all that. Canva. So we're gonna go, if my internet's gonna work today. Why are you not loading? Load. Oh, I don't think I hit enter. Okay, so whenever we go down to our designs, we have our team Zoom schedule here. Okay, so we still have the Monday morning work with me, 7 a.m. Arizona time, which over here, it translates 2 hours ahead for Central Standard, 3 hours ahead for Eastern Standard. Then we have the 11 a.m. Arizona time efficiency Zoom, the 4 p.m. Arizona time mindset Zoom, the inspiration Zoom at 5 p.m. Arizona time, and then Trish Brandon's at 6 p.m. Arizona time. So that would be the efficiency is at 1 p.m. Central Time. 6 p.m. is the mindset. 7 p.m. is inspiration. 8 p.m. is Trish Brandon's. Does that all sound correct, Krista? Did not jack up Mondays, I don't think. And then on Tuesday, we have 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, work with me, that Sue Ellen hosts. And then at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, we have the customer retention. I actually need to change that because of my kids going to school now. So it's going to be at 12 Central Standard Time, which is at 10 a.m. Arizona time. Thank you, Ryan. So, I mean, everybody's going to have a copy of this, but just like if you write them down, take note of the fact that the customer retention Zoom is being moved to noon Central Standard Time on Tuesdays. And then we have 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, the nutrition Zoom. Wednesday, we have work with me that I host at 9 a.m. Central. Then we have our welcome Zoom, which is now the welcome webinar, right? So we're going to change that. Krista, do you have the number handy for that so I can change it on here?
What time is that one? I can't see it.
It is at 5:30 Central Standard Time.
It is.
What did I do? Oh my gosh. Hang on. I'm sorry. I just totally jacked up that whole thing. Oh, it saved it. Thank God. Okay, so let me add text over here. Where's the little text button at? I can't see nothing. There it is. Text. If y'all slam that door one more time, I swear. Okay. Webinar number is.
Hold on. I lost it. Where did you go?
Huh? Get in the
868.
Here you go.
3515 4865.
4865. Okay, so that is going to be the webinar that we have on Wednesdays. That is now taking place of the welcome Zoom. So that is a good one to invite potentials to. Different people will be hosting it every week. Different people will be sharing their like promoter journey and talking about VIP and all of those things. So every single week on Wednesday, we have a Zoom that is great to invite potential promoters to. Then we don't have the team Zoom anymore, because we do Danny's team Zoom. So I'm going to delete that one. We have Danny Angelo's team Zoom at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then we have Bible study at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's, both of those have the numbers next to them. Why is this not the right text? Is this a regular? What? No, you may not. You should probably think about that next time you try to tell your sister that you hate her. I don't care what you were trying to do. You told your sister that you hate her. I'm not doing this right now. Turn around, face the wall. You're in the corner. Okay. So then on Thursday, we have the 9 a.m. Central Standard Time work with me with Krista. And then at 6:30 Central Standard Time, we have the back office Zoom. That one is being hosted by different people every time. But as you can see right here, it is on the Thrive Army number. And then we have at 7 p.m. Central Time, we have Miss Tanya's Zoom at the same time as the social media Zoom. So I personally get on Miss Tanya's just because the social media one is recorded. So I can go back on the YouTube and I can watch that. If you're not somebody that can go back and watch the recordings, if you need to like be on the Zoom in order to like retain the information and stuff, make sure you hop on that because that's like key. Miss Tanya's Zooms are amazing. She always talks about really encouraging things. She is always really good at lifting people up. And then anytime there's like a new promo that launches or anything like that, she always goes over that on her Zooms. On Friday, we have the work with me at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time that I host. And then we have the goal setting Zoom at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then we have our evening work with me with Dakota. Now, all work with me meetings are now on the Thrive Army number, which is right here on the side. You can see it. They're not on my number anymore. That way we can broadcast them if we need to the YouTube. And then Saturday, the only thing that we have is the 9 a.m. Central Standard Time work with me that I host. Sunday, we have our planning Zoom, which is right now. And then we have the leadership Zoom. So tonight we have the leadership Zoom at 6.
Guys, sorry I haven't plugged in today. I had a baby shower and 2 birthday parties. I'm nowhere near done with the events and the festivities. But I just wanted to at least.
Who was talking?
Oh, sorry. It was a voice clip that Hillary put in Power Squad. I didn't know.
I was like, Hillary's not even on here. How am I hearing her voice? That had to be somebody else. Anyway, today we have the leadership Zoom at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then, is that right, Krista? Or are you unmuting to tell me that's wrong? Is that right? Yes. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time is leadership Zoom. Yes. Okay. So then whenever that Zoom is over, the ones that are in the leadership group, so Brittany, Sue Ellen, Krista, we're having like a leader meeting. Go, there's a whole other adult. Go ask the other adult. Thank you. Immediately following the leadership Zoom, there's going to be like a leader meet powwow thing. Gabby is in there. Haley's in there. I have like a tiny little window on the side over here. Whoever is in that group, you know who you are. Courtney said that today after the leadership Zoom, we are going to have a little powwow meet thing to go over some stuff for next month. Okay. So I will see all of you on that one. It's not on the schedule because it's not a recurring one. It's just like random. All right, so I am going to save that. And as soon as we're done with this meeting, I will send that out to all the team chats like always.
Tracy,
Yes,
the little powwow, are you talking about tonight after leadership or the 21st after leadership?
Tonight after our leadership. Okay, so I'm gonna stop screen sharing now. Is the planning Zoom going to be at 1? No, it is going to stay at 2 Central Standard Time. I leave them all at y'all's time zone because I'm literally me and Gabby are the only ones that like the time changes for us. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter to me whether I do this at 12 or at 1, whatever, it's the same difference for me on Sundays. So I just leave it at y'all's time so it's less confusing. No more evening services for now, so I can make it. Oh, yay, good. Oh, okay. I can go over it real quick in Eastern time if you need me to. No, you're good. Okay, so the numbers that you see on the schedule, like whenever I send it in the team chat and stuff, the numbers that you see, just add 3 hours to it. So like if it says 11, it's at 2. If it says, 5, it's at 7 or 8, whatever time that is. Okay, so Sue Ellen, do you have our little list of national holidays? Okay. Sue Ellen is going to go over the little national holidays. I use this planner for my content planning. If you use the Trello board for your content planning, or you use some other kind of planner for your content planning, whatever it is that you use for content planning is great. It's awesome. Just make sure that you have something that you're planning. Can you go tell your dad, please? Make sure you have something that you are like putting down your ideas for your content planning, because if you have a plan for it, like if you have at least a general idea of what you want to talk about in your post, or what type of thing you're going to do, whether it's a live or an experience post or whatever, that's going to help a ton more. I'm going to show everybody again real quick what we did last week. I'm not going to go over it like we did last week, because you guys are grown-ups and you can go to the thingy if you want to use it. But if you go to Trello, there is a full-on schedule. It's a 2-week schedule, so you can do it 2 weeks at a time, or you can do it 1 week at a time, whatever you want to do. But if you go to the promoter start, Daddy is out back. If you go to the promoter startup board, right here, the very first card, the 14-day VIP to-do list, if you click on day 1 and day 2, day 3, day 4, so on and so forth, it literally gives you ideas right here. Post 1, Thrive Experience. Post 2, Interactive. Post 3, Life. So you could literally just go wherever you're doing your content planning and you could write Experience, Interactive, Life, Live, Engagement, Authority Accelerator. Like you could write ideas for what it is that you want to post, and then go back and utilizing your fives list, like what your brand is, the things that you post about more often, what you're trying to put out there for people to see, go back and plug those things into those types of posts, right? So like if I had listed them all out and I knew that I was going to be working really heavily in my chicken groups this week, that I could go back and I could plan, like I'm going to do this reel about the chickens and I'm going to do like an education style post for this, right? So I could put that down for like Wednesday when I had written an education post. And then I could do a live going and buying more baby chicks at Cow Ranch, because even though Justin told me no, it's still definitely happening, because if he's not here to stop me, he's not here to stop me. So I could do live doing that. And then I could do like on Saturday morning, I could do a picture and talk about how we all work together as a family to do coop cleanup on Saturdays. You know what I mean? Like I know what my fives list is, and I can go back and plug it into whatever type of post it is that I'm going to be posting. So I would suggest using that. If you struggle with posting, utilize that schedule. It's awesome. And then Sue Ellen always tells us what our national holidays are every day of the week, because it gives you like just a good idea of either story posts that you can do, or it gives you an idea of like where you can run, like what direction you can run in for your posts, because sometimes we need creative juices flowing. So whenever you're ready, Sue Ellen, you can go ahead.
Okay, so starting tomorrow, the 22nd, will be World Water Day. It's also National Goof Off Day. Where's Dakota when we need her? And National Bavarian Crepes Day.
Gabby, if I do not see a post of you making Bavarian crepes or some other awesome Mexican dessert dish, I'm going to be really disappointed. I'm just saying.
The 23rd is National Chip and Dip Day. National Puppy Day. And National Near Miss Day.
Bet I go live buying a new puppy. Bet.
Can we buy a puppy on the same day?
I have 8.
Oh, you have lots of puppies to post about, Haley.
If we don't hear from Tracy on Wednesday, we know why.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in. My husband walked in. He said, "Ladies, don't go buy puppies. We have the 2 new puppies, and it's a lot of work."
I'm waiting for Justin to kick you out, maybe not the
Oh, he's ready to get rid of me. He is just ready, but he got the damn dogs. I'm stuck with them.
Mary, Tracy and I like to have a lot on our plate. So, you know, she needs 10 kids, chickens.
You want me to send them to you? They'd love to come visit for a year.
For a year. What kind of puppies are they, Mary?
Postage paid. I'll even send you food for a year.
So do you guys want to hear a story about what happened to my dog? Like, so we moved from Arizona to Texas, and then like she got lost, or somebody took her, and then she was gone for like 9 months, and then I found her. Like my husband and I were talking about getting another puppy. And then the next day she showed up. Well, she didn't show up, but they called us and they were like, "Hey, come pick up your dog. She's microchipped." And I was like, "Oh, okay." That was crazy.
She was meant to be. Okay, the 24th is National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day. Oh, that's like one of Jasmine's favorite snacks. National.
23rd or 24th?
Yeah, 24th. Just kidding.
I missed the 23rd then.
I have to like zoom on this. It was National Puppy Day,
Oh, I had that as the
Chip and Dip
22nd.
Day,
I'm sorry.
Near Miss Day.
I got it. Okay, my days are wrong. Sorry. I wrote that down, but I had that as Monday the 22nd. Forgive me. Keep going.
I'll say the days clearer. I'm sorry.
No.
Do you guys mind like either sending a screenshot of that, or so? I'm nursing my baby, so I'm not like, I can't write anything down right now.
I
Well,
will
I should write it on my
definitely send it.
phone. Okay, thank you.
This one is also being recorded, so if you need to go back and watch it with your planner, then that works too.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, the 24th, like I said, is National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day, National Equal Pay Day, and National Cheesesteak Day.
And it's Laura's birthday.
Oh, okay.
And Equal Pay Day, my mind instantly goes to like a really awesome opportunity post about how I'm the breadwinner now in our family and how it feels really nice to be able to like go and know like we need an extra $1,000 this week. Cool. I need to work a little bit harder. I need to do this more, whatever, and make that happen. So you could definitely make that an opportunity post.
Thursday, the 25th, is National Medal of Honor Day and National Tolkien Reading Day.
If you don't know who that is, I'm gonna have to smack you.
I'm just saying I don't know what I'm gonna. I wouldn't do anything.
That's Lord of the Rings.
I wouldn't do anything with it though.
Watch Lord of the Rings.
I'll pass. Yes, honey. Talk to daddy. Okay, so talk to daddy. The 26th is National Spinach Day, National Nougat Day or Nugget. I don't know what this really says because it's like super blurry. Epilepsy Awareness Day, Purple Day.
Gabby, we can make the 26th all about chickens. I don't know if you feed your spinach or not, but that's mine's favorite treat. They love getting frozen spinach.
Good job, Gabby. I'm proud of you. No Lord of the Rings. I'm not allowed to, I don't watch TV anymore, so I'm definitely not going to watch Lord of the Rings now. Ugh. 27th is World Theater Day. Guess what, Tracy? The next one's yours. You ready? Whiskey Day.
What was the first one?
World Theater Day. Then International Whiskey Day.
I'm just gonna need you guys not to need any help on Saturday at all. Like, I'm just not gonna be available.
So Emerson's birthday is the 26th, and I think we're doing his birthday on the 27th. So it's gonna be some posts. Just gonna be a lot of posts.
So National Scribble Day and National Joe Day. If you know a Joe, I guess we shout him out. Who knows a Joe that we can all...
We need Phil. Phil needs to make a Joe video for National Joe Day. Somebody, wait, I'm gonna message him right now.
You don't like Joe? Who is Joe, Gabby?
Oh my gosh, I know who she means.
Who is Joe?
I'm just gonna sit here.
Knucklehead.
I definitely am not. No, see, he's not even my president, so I'm not.
Right.
I'm not making that connection. I'm sorry.
Girl, the only reason I won't say he's not is because I clowned on people that said our last president was not. So I'm like, no, just shut your mouth. I don't support Joe.
For
I'm over
real.
here like, who the heck is Joe? Do you see? That's how little I like him. That it? 27th, 28th is Earth Hour, National Weed Appreciation Day, and National Something on a Stick Day. I don't know who comes up with these. I don't.
I was about to say,
Jalapeno
I
on
want to meet. I want to meet the person that is in charge of coming up with these because they sound like they're 2 years old.
Do
Okay,
y'all
so-
watch Jeff Dunham? Has
Yes.
anybody watched? Okay, jalapeno on a stick.
Yes.
Jalapeno on a stick.
You should make one. You could totally make one and then have like a fun activity with the boys with their
Something
jalapeno on a stick.
stick.
That is a good idea. That
Yeah.
is a really good idea.
And see, none of these resonate with me. So Sunday, I'm just gonna make it be like my normal. I always do. Sundays are for planning. Sundays are for organization. Sundays are for whatever. So I'm just gonna do that again.
Well, it's also Palm Sunday.
Yeah, this
And
doesn't tell me. Like,
another
what just
website
said.
said National Respect Your Cat Day.
Well,
I'm concerned about who is in charge of this. I'm truly concerned.
I don't have a cat to respect, so
Wait
have
until
to-
like 10 years and it's like National WAP Day.
oh God, no.
Thank you, Sue Ellen, for sharing all of those days with us. So then what I usually do is I write like my power hours right here on the side going down. If you don't use like the power hour type setup, if you do yours more like 5 minutes in between tasks or whatever it is that you're going to do, obviously you're not going to be able to write that down. But I just like to utilize that part in my planner to say like, okay, on Monday, I don't have to leave the house for anything. So my power hours are going to be this time, this time, and this time. On Tuesday, I have this doctor's appointment. So I'm not gonna be able to do my power hour then. So instead it's going to be on this day, this day, and this day, whatever. That way I have my power hours written down and I know when I'm going to be sitting down and really focusing on my IPAs. So I just kind of write that in.
Okay, so I want to know your secret on how to do that because like you have like 10 kids and I only have 3 and I feel like I'm always like when I don't know, like when I sit down and I want to do something, it's like the moment that they all get so needy, like you know what I mean?
Right. So
Um,
you're looking, especially with yours being tiny, like my kids now, they're old enough to know, like whenever I say, okay, it's time for me to do my IPAs, like this right here, this is an IPA for me. This hour right here is me content planning. So as you've seen, when they're coming to me, I'm like, there's another adult. This is not
Oh,
talk to mom time. You go away. Like I have
okay.
spent the entire morning with you. I will be going to hockey with you in a little bit. Like now is not your time to need mom. You need
I
to go
see.
to my house right now. During
Okay,
the
yeah.
that's like impossible, especially for you. You have 2 little kids, you know, like
Yeah.
little ones. Like you can't be like, go somewhere else. So what I would do is I would take a look at your schedule, their nap schedule, their feeding schedule, like whatever time, like when you're sitting down and you're breastfeeding the baby, that's a perfect time to get IPAs in. Like
Okay.
every single time you sit down to breastfeed, do 15 minutes of IPAs. So pick your 3 that you're going to do your first time feeding, pick your 3 you're going to do the next time feeding, so on and so forth. And that way you're getting all of them done, but you don't have to sit for a whole hour and do it. That's just
Okay.
my tip.
Yeah, that's yeah, typically it's because right now what is kind of like messing us up is like my husband works like over the night. This is his last week overnight. So he sleeps throughout the day and then like so it's a little bit complicated, but like I said, it's the last week. So whenever he's back on day shift, I'm thinking on just whenever he's here that he can be with the kids, I'm just gonna go lock myself in my office and do what I have to do.
And do it around nap time. Like I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and my husband isn't here today. So I knew that I needed to keep them up a little bit longer. Like don't put them down at noon, because we were gonna have the planning Zoom today, and I knew I wanted to make sure they went down right before the planning Zoom started. And then once
Yeah.
they'll get up and we'll do whatever.
Okay, yeah, because that's my biggest struggle right now. Like they don't nap. I mean, it's 2 little boys. Oldest one is gonna be 4 in July, but they don't nap anymore. Unless we get in the car and drive. That's the only way they'll nap. It's crazy.
And that might be an option for you too, where you could drive around, get them to fall asleep, and then sit somewhere in the car
Oh yeah.
and do your IPAs. One, that gets you quiet time because it's getting them napping.
Yeah.
Two, it gives you time that you can get some work done, and it's something that you can consistently do every single day. You could just get them in the car, drive around like a local area close to you, and park somewhere safe. Park somewhere safe, so that you can sit and do them. Yes, see, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna try that. That's actually a good idea.
Hello niche, like you could totally make a thing about being in the car and working your business because your kids, you know, this is when they sleep, so you are unstoppable, and here you go.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna get up. She's done. I'm gonna get up and get my notebook and finish this because those are actually good ideas. I guess I can type it in on my phone. Yeah, because you guys see my story. I was working out at freaking 11:30 last night because that's the only time I get, you know.
Yeah, and if
I don't know.
those are the times that work for you, then those are the times that work for you. You're not making excuses and being like, oh well, I
For
can't do
real.
it. The only way I can work out is at 11:30 at night. You're getting up and you're working out at 11:30 at night. That's a good thing. Like that's something that you should be proud of yourself about. You should be highlighting that. You should be showing people that like it doesn't matter if you have 15 kids, one kid, if they never sleep, if they always sleep, like whatever, you can find time to get.
You just have to find a way, make it work.
Exactly. So it'll be the same thing with the IPAs, and the same thing with posting. It's whatever you're making a priority, you're going to be able to get done. So then once I write in all of my power hours, and I don't have any appointments this week whatsoever, so all of my power hours are going to be at the same time, which is easy for me.
Okay, I have a question because I want to get better about power hours. Do you, like when you do your power hour, if you sit down for a whole hour, are you just RCMing? Are you just in groups? Like, because I get so sidetracked.
Exactly what I do on the morning meeting, how I do 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes,
Okay.
5 minutes. That's exactly what I do, but I have 4 power hours a day. So I do outside of the morning meeting. So I actually do 5. So then like if I didn't, so on the morning meeting, if I didn't spend as much time in my groups as I wanted to, or if I didn't add as many people as I wanted to, that's going to be my focus on the next one. I'm going to make sure that I go back and I do my groups a little bit more. And how on the morning meeting, I always show you guys that I go to like the people that I'm following and I interact with them. On my next power hour, I go to the people that are following me, right? And I'm going to go and interact with them because I don't want any of them to fall through the cracks. Even though they're already following me, I want to keep building that relationship with them, right? I do like the least interacted with list on the morning meeting with you guys. And then my next one, I will go through like how on Instagram, it shows you all the people that you've messaged, like you have like your messenger list. I will go back through my messenger list. I'll just scroll for a bit and I will go back and rewatch some of those people's stories for this day and message them about that, just continuing building that relationship. So I change up the things that I might be doing, but I'm still doing 5-minute intervals of each thing. Okay, so my power hours have kind of changed now that the kids are back in school. I do from 6 to 7, and then from 7 to 8 is our morning meeting. And then I do from 9 to 10, like whenever I first get back from dropping the kids off at school. And then I do from 1 to 2. And then I do again from 6 to 7 at night, because now the Zooms aren't at that time for me. They're now earlier. So I do the Zooms and then I have a power hour and then I'm done for the day until we're done with like dinner, showers, bed, and Justin falls asleep. And then I will do whatever else on my phone until I fall asleep. That I made some right there with the, yeah, that one. The one that says window cleaner. Yeah. Okay, so then after that, what I do next to it, after I've written in my power hours, is I do like 1, 2, 3, because I always want to make sure that I have 3 posts a day on my Facebook. So I write 1, 2, 3, and then this would be the time that you would either go to the Trello board and write in like the schedule if you were going to follow that, or just start jotting down ideas based off of whatever you know you're going to do. So like for Friday, I know that we have spinach day, and every morning we give our chickens frozen spinach as like their treat whenever we go out and feed them in the morning and clean up their coop area, collect the eggs and all that stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just go live on Friday morning and talk about how we like to give the chickens spinach. We give them frozen corn. They have their mealworms. We give them their layer pellets, how I collect the eggs. It'll be like a whole education thing, teaching people about chickens and like some of the ways to take care of them. One, it's a live, which all of us should be doing multiple lives a week to begin with. That's a great way to grow your business. 2, it's an education post. 3, it's highlighting the national day of that week, whatever. 4, it is also pulling from my 5s list. So it literally just checks all of the boxes. And if you don't know what your 5s list is, that should be your step 1. Like you should pause what you're doing right now and go and make your 5s list. Write it in your planner, type it up on your computer, save it on your phone, whatever it might be, but you need to have your 5s list written down so that you know where your posts need to be coming from every single day. You're not going to be posting about like baseball if you don't have kids in baseball. So like you need to have like written down what it is that you're going to be posting about, what you're trying to attract, so that you know what kind of groups to join, you know what kind of conversations to be having with people and all of that stuff. So I'm going to do my 1, 2, 3 on that and just fill in. I start with the ones that are like gimmies, ones that I know for sure I'm going to do, like the spinach one, stuff like that. And then I can kind of look at it and see, oh, I need more lives. I only have 1 live filled in so far today or this week. So then I'll go back and I'll pick other times to go live. Go based off of your schedule. So like whenever we have tournament weekends, I know that I'm not going to be showing my chickens on a Saturday that I'm like 5 hours away at a tournament, right? So like I'm not going to schedule out or post or plan out a chicken post for that time. I'm going to plan out a hockey post for that time because we're going to be at the tournament. We're going to be in our jerseys, skating around, all that stuff. So I can do a live of that, or I can do I can do an opportunity post about that, because that was the whole reason why I started promoting in the first place, was to be able to like get the kids in extracurricular activities, get the car and all that stuff. So I'll do live with chickens. And always, I say this every single week, always just give yourself grace and be fluid with your schedule. If you wake up like on Friday morning, if I wake up and I have a cold and I'm like snotty everywhere and I'm feeling like crap, I'm probably not going to go live about my chickens. You know what I mean? Like I'm probably going to have to change my post, and it's probably going to be about like how I'm glad I still have my Thrive even though I'm feeling like crap. You know, you will have to give yourself grace and remain fluid with your schedule and change things up where it needs to be. But I would definitely schedule at least 3 lives a week. I know that that could be really, really scary for lots of people, but it needs to happen. I think on Tuesday, since it's chip and dip day and it's also payday, that's great time for an opportunity post. So I think what I'll do is I'll take Remy and Austin out to lunch on Tuesday and we'll go somewhere and get chips and dip, and I can, you know, take a picture of us with our chips and dip. And like, I don't even have to say it's National Chip and Dip Day, right? It's just an inspiration for me. Like it just told me like, oh, that would be a great way to do that. It's Tuesday, opportunity post, take them out to lunch, go and show like, this is what you were able to do because of this job. And I already know equal pay day. I'm going to do like an opportunity post about how I'm the breadwinner and stuff like that now. I'm going to do that in the evening. Just because my posts in the evening more people tend to be online in the evening for me than any other time. And I want that post to be like really well received. I want people to like see it and have it be up there. So not only am I going to do it in the evening, but I'm also going to make sure that I do it right after I have done a power hour, or at least like knocked out some of the IPAs, maybe done half the hour post and then do the other half. What's up, Haley?
Customer retention got moved from 10:30 to 12, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm writing it down. I'm glad I have stickers. Okay. I don't have any whiteout. I'm glad I got stickers.
Get the erasable pins. They also have erasable markers and erasable highlighters too. Look how cool these things are. Where did it go? Where you doing? Stop running around hitting me. Yes, you. Look, this is the erasable marker. It's friction. So it's like, it's got like this little nifty thing on it. So it's just like a normal fine tip marker, whatever, but you write on it and then it has like this little friction eraser. So if you write and then you're like, oh, that time got changed, you just erase it and then you can put it on there. I know, man. I got all the cool stuff.
Efficiency,
Those
and
are
I'm not
life
there
changing.
yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna do an opportunity post about income. And then I'm gonna do, oh, for Lord of the Rings for sure. We're gonna watch Lord of the Rings at nap time, man. And I can just, that'll just be like, hi, I'm a nerd post because that's part of my brand, being a nerd. Swellen.
So
Look at
I
me
want to like pick your brain because I mean, obviously you're a lot further along in this journey than me as far as like the equal pay thing. Do you think it would be, since I have like the car bonus or whatever, like my income does cover like that stuff? I mean, I'm not near where you are yet. So I don't know, like, obviously I can't be like, I'm the breadwinner when like
Right.
in overall, I might actually make more than him per month, but not weekly.
Right, and that's totally fine that you don't make more than him weekly. It like your opportunity post could be about equal pay in the fact that like you now get equal pay to your husband. In fact, you make more in a month than your husband does. And that is an amazing feat as a woman in today's time to make more money than your husband. That's huge.
Dude, I would so be in a divorce court next month if I made a post like that.
Well, okay, so like I'm not saying it like rub it in his face like, oh, homie, I make more, you know, like no.
Just wait till you have an argument. Then do it.
No, don't do it in an argument either. Like don't be an asshole. I am not encouraging you to be an asshole ever. But just as a woman, as a mom, as somebody who is staying home with her kids, as somebody who carried your freaking family through unemployment and hurricanes and you know what I mean? Like you have every right to be proud of that and to post about that in a kind, nice way. You know what I mean? Yes, Levi is not wrong. You would probably have to pay him alimony. That's okay. That's something that I'm okay with. If Justin ever leaves, I will pay him alimony. It's okay. You were a kept man. It's fine. I'm kidding. Dear Lord, calm down. Who is? Breathe. Breathe. Anyway, but yeah, like don't be a jerk about it, but like it's an opportunity post about the fact that you are able to make as much money as your husband. That's a huge accomplishment for a female. Mine is not EC. I have no idea what EC means. Oh, Erin Condren. Gotcha.
I was asking, look, will it bleed through my pages?
No.
Okay. I got it on my Amazon. I'm getting it.
Yeah, no, the erasable ones, they won't bleed. I would be careful using ones like this. Like this is not an erasable one. These bleed through on my Erin Condren one. So I'm just really careful. Those don't bleed through on yours?
I found these at Walmart and they came in, it looks like this, and they're called the Unicorn Collection, Unicorn Color Collection, and they are super fine tip and they do not bleed through.
Are those erasable though? Like I wanted the erasable ones she had, but I don't want them to bleed through.
Yeah, the erasable ones won't bleed through at all. Okay, so, oh, I already know Whiskey Day. I'm going to be, that's going to be mostly in my stories, but I am going to make a post probably, shoot, I'm going to make it in the morning. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm going to make my, today is National Whiskey Day, so I will be unavailable all day long post. Don't need bail money, don't need a ride, don't ask me for like help with something because I'm just unavailable that day.
Can you bring my socks?
Not yet because the baby is sleeping. Can you go in Wyatt and Rhett's room and get a pair of socks from their room? Okay. Okay, so then I also know Sunday for church, we're gonna do Palm Sunday. And then I'll do my like planner type post in the afternoon. And then that night, I don't know what I'll do yet. I'll figure that out. So I only have one live written down yet. So I definitely need to make sure that I do more lives. Yeah. Yes. We don't leave for hockey until 1:30. I'm going to do an interactive post on Tuesday night about puppies. Duh. Maybe I'll find some that I want to buy. And then... Gabby wants to know if you guys are doing your Spanish live tomorrow, Sue Ellen. Yes. Water day. Okay, so on water day, I'm going to, in the afternoon, I'm gonna make, get the boys' water table and fill it up, set up the sprinkler for them, and take like a cute picture of them playing and just talk about, you know, being home with the babies and being able to play with them and stuff like that. And then in my story, obviously, I'm gonna be highlighting a lot the fact that I use my hydro jug, I drink my water, see a chug, send a chug, whatever those little things are. And then Monday evening, I will do a live with the kids for goof off day. Just have them do something silly. You know where some socks are? Where? I know that, but the baby is sleeping. The orange socks are in there? Okay. Can you check if Austin is sleeping? No. Okay, put your ear to the door, but he's taking a nap. You're not going in there. So Tuesday morning, I'll do a live, probably like while I'm getting ready. I never really have like a ton of interaction on those if I'm not doing my makeup because it's too early in the morning. If I'm doing my makeup, lots of people get on. So I'll do a live with my makeup and I will talk about Lavelle, like business wise, you know, I'll talk about what it is that we do every day while I'm doing my makeup and talk about my makeup because it's Tuesday. So it's a great time to highlight the fact that we get paid every Tuesday. And then that moves me up to 3 lives that week. Dad. He went out to the garage, my love.
Okay, can we say hi to him?
Sure. Okay, so then I haven't had any experience posts yet, right? So I'm gonna do Monday morning is kind of like an experience post. I always like to try to do like how Mondays are different now than what they used to be, how Mondays are my favorite day of the week, how we're doing this, we're doing that, we're getting ready to do this and that, whatever. Like I do like my, what is it called? Like my to-do list on Mondays, because it's always like our busiest day, whatever. So I'm going to make that into like a Thrive experience type post of like how now I'm actually getting everything checked off of my list instead of making a list just to turn around and like scratch out the day Monday and write Tuesday on it to complete all the stuff the next day. Well, he can't go in there yet because the baby's napping. Everybody is going. I've already told you that 3 times. Yes, you're going to grab their gear so that they can skate, and then we're all going to go. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more posts. I've posted about the chickens once. I've posted about the kids several times. Okay, Wednesday morning, I'll do another experience post. And I will pull that from the Trello board. So I'm just going to put experience Trello, like reminding me to go on the Trello board and pull one of the prompts that they have on there. So I can just plug in my information to it. And then it makes it easy peasy, right? Gives me a good like creative flow of what I'm going to do with it. And then I will do, I need to do more interactive ones because that's where I get my list of like people to interact with every week. So I'll do an interactive post Thursday morning. and I'll do it about like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Which one do you like better? Or Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. Which one do you like better? Girl, you're not even allowed to go on my Facebook on Thursday, okay? You just stay far. I'm gonna block you on Thursday. You're just blocked, totally. And then Thursday night, I'll unblock you and you can come back. Nerd stiff. Okay. You see, I'm trying to pull different things from my fives list. I'm trying to grab different areas so that I am like sharing all of me and not just like kids, or thrive, or chickens. That's really hard to say. But like, I'm trying to pull different things from all over my fives list so that I'm covering all of it. The opportunity post stuff comes from my opportunity, like my business side fives list. I cannot talk today. So like the things that I love about the company, the comp plan, the community, the trips, the weekly pay, all of those things, right? And then my experience posts, those come from my fives list about the product, the things that I love most about the product. And then all of the other posts come from my fives list of like who I am, my brand, and all of that. So I think on Friday, I'm going to ask, I'll do an interactive in the afternoon, asking for everybody's favorite oil blends.
What?
Oil blends, like Young Living oil blends, like what are your favorite ways to make your oils and stuff? Because I have all of my essential oils, but I don't have any, like I order the blends that they already have made, but I don't make my own. So that would be cool that I could like ask on Friday what everybody's favorite oil blends are. And then like on Saturday, I can do a drunken oil blend live video that evening because it's also whiskey day. But on Saturday, I could do a live, like doing the oil blends because I have some little containers to put them in and I can like make stuff with it. So I'll do like an oil, I'll just write oil live on Saturday evening. So now I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. 5 more. Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to start sharing your meal planning too, so I can just write that down at the same time. Okay?
Sure.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. I have my little, I can just send you pictures of my notes. I have that every week.
Just gonna be my nanny, my life coach.
That's what we need. Just like a, what is it? A commune. Like if we just had a commune, we just all had houses in like a circle.
Look, I'm on to it now. I'm doing it now.
Great.
Sandwiches? I can look that up real quick.
There's no bread over there. Well, can I finish this and then I'll figure it out? You're not starving to death. You guys didn't eat breakfast until like 11. Yeah.
Can we have the pancakes?
Sure. Then, okay. So I have like a post for Saturday. I have a live for Saturday. So then I'll do an interactive on Saturday and I'll ask everybody's favorite kind of whiskey.
Okay, so I'm like definitely not the best at content planning whatsoever. So on Monday, I kind of want to do also like you were talking about how like experience Monday's great. Like I don't have to keep putting things off, stuff like that. And then I have my kids are nothing but goofballs, so I'm gonna do a live in the evening with them. Because that's like their normal running around screaming, coloring on my walls. That's their normal. But I'm trying to think of like an interactive post to do in the middle of those, but don't really know what to go off of. Like I am the worst at content planning.
Do an interactive post about like the craziest thing your kid has ever said, or the craziest thing your kid has ever done, or your most wow, I'm a mom moment. Like things I never thought I'd have to deal with. My baby just got peed on by my 4-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? Like those kind of things.
That actually happened to my 4-year-old. So
yes, whatever Bo was
my
for,
gosh.
peed on Wyatt's head in the bathtub, and that moment is just forever seared in my brain because I'm like, I literally never thought that I would have to say it's bad to pee on somebody else's head. You know what I mean? Like, don't pee on the baby's head. I just thought Bo yells up from downstairs, sorry, Mom. He's 11 now, by the way. And I still will not let him live that down. You remember that time that you peed on your brother's head? That was so gross.
Or when your kid poops in the chicken coop.
Yes. See that you already have the response to her post. Like that one time Colston took a poop in the chicken coop. He thought he was a chicken. No, I pee on someone that need help. Yes. Remy, go talk to your dad, please and thank you. Okay, so I like to have lots of interactive posts throughout the week because that's where I pull all of my interact lists from. Like those interactive posts always get a lot of comments on them, and I can go in there and be like, well, you've never commented on my post before, and you've never commented on my post before. You're an RCM, you're a follow-up, you know what I mean? And I can write those all down. So I like to have several of those. And right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to definitely have at least 1 or 2 more of those. So I think on Wednesday I will do an interactive. No, I'm going to do an authority accelerator one, which are like, they don't ever really get a lot of, they're in the Trello board, by the way, for prompts and examples of things to do. But those are more like basically every post that Courtney ever makes are authority accelerator posts. Like all of her stuff where she's posting and she's like, do more of this, do less of this. You know what I mean? Like she's stating her authority. She's like, this is my little space of the internet. This is what I'm good at. You need to listen to my advice that I'm getting, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do one of those because I never do them. Never, ever, ever, ever. So I need to start making sure that I do more of those. There are prompts, like I said, in the Trello board to give you some ideas of like things that you can say. They don't get a lot of comments. Like don't post it and expect to have 50 comments on it or 100 likes on it, things like that. Make sure you post it at like a good peak time and just know that because you've done your power hour before you posted it, people are seeing it and it's like a seed being planted in their head, right? What's up, Haley?
Also, if you do have a dog or a puppy, that is a great interactive post. You can post your puppy and ask for them. And people always want to show their pets, okay? Like everybody wants to talk about themselves. So that is a great interactive post. And now, like if you have a puppy, like that's going to be my interactive on Tuesday. And I'm going to go live. I'm going to look up a dip recipe. And my 2 toddlers love to cook. And that's part of my brand is cooking and healthy cooking. So I'm going to do a healthy dip recipe on a live with them. But yeah.
There you go. You aren't bad at content planning at all. You're doing a great job, my friend. Okay, so what are we doing Friday and Saturday? Babe, what are we doing Friday and Saturday? Are you working on Friday, or you said you were not working on Friday because of the water heater, right? Okay, so Friday I will do, it's going to be kind of an opportunity post. Whenever our water heater broke, I use that as an opportunity post too, where they're finally coming in and installing our tankless one on Friday. So that will be another opportunity post of them like installing our new water heater. And it's something that we've talked about doing for like 6 years now because it's tankless. So obviously a large family needs a tankless water heater because it never runs out of hot water. And our kids are literally, they're on a timer whenever they take a shower. They have 5 minutes and 5 minutes only. And they have to like we'll turn the water off on them. Like if it's minute 7, like we're turning the water off because you're just using up all the hot water. And still whoever is at the end of the night, like taking their shower, they still don't have any hot water. So this is going to be like a huge change for us. We're not going to have to deal with that anymore. And it's a cool opportunity post. So water heater for that one. So I only have 2 more. Look at that. Look how awesome. Getting all of them filled in. Don't you guys feel like more accomplished already and you feel more prepared and ready for next week because you have like your post ideas written down? Even if you don't write down something for every single post, like you've at least covered half of them at this point. You know what I mean? Like that's going to take a huge weight off of you. And this also helps if you are using, which by the way, there is a list of them in the Trello board, a list of apps that you can use to schedule out your post. So you can have it already typed up. You can have your picture already. You can have your hashtags already on there, all of that stuff already done. And you can use that app to post it for you. So you don't even have to be like on your phone. Like you don't even have to be doing it. You can have it already set up. You know what time of day, like if I know that on Wednesday for my authority accelerator post, if I knew that I was going to be like at the orthodontist with the kids getting their braces adjusted and I wasn't going to be able to post at my peak time, I could just use one of those apps and have it already typed up, have it already ready, using an older picture and just have it do its thing. And I never even have to have my phone. So if you're looking at your schedule and you know what days that you don't have the time to sit and like type up your posts and think about it and all those things, use one of those apps and have it scheduled out.
So I know that we talk a lot about, like, obviously we want to thrive out loud, but we don't want to like spew thrive. So on Tuesday, I'm going to like take advantage of the puppy day and the National Chip Day. But in the evening, how do you, because sometimes I forget to even talk about thrive, to be honest, because like everything happens in the day, or I don't want it to be like, I push people away. You know how like if you go to add, like even before we started this business, if someone was with another company and I went to their page and it was nothing about themselves and everything about a company, I wouldn't accept the friend request.
Right.
Like, because I clearly know your motive. You know what I mean? Because it's literally like, I don't even know who you are. What is something like, do you have any advice on not feeling like you're shoving it down someone's throat, but I don't want to go a whole day with not even mentioning Thrive, because my first 2 posts aren't going to be about Thrive. They're going to be lifestyle.
Okay. So what I do, I mean, looking at my list, I have my whole list done now. Looking at my list, I only have 1, 2, 3 posts the entire week that are about Thrive. That's it. 3 posts the entire week. None of my other posts will talk about Thrive. Every single one of them will show my DFT though. Right? Like every single one of them, no matter what I post, somehow, some way, my DFT is going to be shown. If it's a live, my DFT will be shown. If I'm doing a live talking about like doing my makeup and stuff like that, I'm going to throw in talking about Thrive, right? But I have what I feel like is pretty good success here, and I don't post Thrive every single day. My Thrive is my story.
Sorry.
It is not for my newsfeed. It's for my story, and it's in Messenger. My Thrive is in Messenger. My posts are my lifestyle, my brand, showing that I'm a leader, things like that, right? Like that's what I save my posts for. Everything else about the product is very, very minimum. Like I said, I only have 3 for this week. Some weeks I have 5, some weeks I have 2. Like it changes up every single week. But just I think doing a schedule like this, like what we're doing right now, and being able to like write in, I need more experience posts. Okay, so I've already filled in all but 5 slots of my whole week. So I'm going to put those 5 slots as experience posts, and you can find different ways to set that up. You got to go, Brittany. Love you. See you later. What were you going to say, Sheila?
Oh, I was just gonna say that sometimes, like, even if you don't really mention it, like using hashtags, it's the kind of like a good idea. Like at the end of your post, like hashtag, I don't know, Thriver or whatever. Like you don't even really have to talk about the vitamins. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was thinking about that.
I feel like at least once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, we all need to be doing like introductory posts, right? Because we're adding, essentially you should be adding 5 people at least a day. So that's, I mean, 5 times 7, you're getting 35 new people every single week to your network on Facebook, plus however many people you're adding on. Okay, Remy, go talk to your dad. I have like 2 minutes left. Thank you. You have all of the people that you're adding on Instagram too. So at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, you need to be doing an introduction post. And anytime I do an introduction post, I'm not like, hi, I'm a thriver, but I definitely mention the fact that I care about gut health and I care about proper nutrition, and I use 3 steps that help me every single day to be my best self. And you know what I mean? Like I talk about it in my introduction post. So most people, oh, Tammy, I love you too. Most people know within a couple of hours of like adding me on social media that I am a thriver, right? It's in my bio, it's on my story every single morning of me taking my steps, right? So if they're somebody that utilizes social media, they know I'm a thriver. So all I want to do is show them how I live my life with Thrive, right? I want to show them how it gets me up with my kids more. I want to show them how it got, the free truck for my husband, how it got us the van, it got us the hockey, it got us all of the homeschool curriculum and all of that stuff. Like Thrive paid for all of that. Like, you know what I mean? I want to show the way that our life has been impacted by the product versus just getting on there and being like, I'm a thriver and it gives me energy and mood support and it helps me to not feel pain. You know what I mean? Like I do those posts, but I only do those like 3 times a week. The rest of it is all lifestyle. So keep doing what you're doing. And I would just schedule in, 3, 4, however many posts in a week. Like, looking at your schedule, how many posts do you have left that you need to fill in? If it's 3 or 4 of them, make them all be experience posts. There's no hard and fast rule for how many experience posts you need to have a week. And there's no hard and fast rule for how you need to do it. So like every single one of your experience posts can be very, very different. It doesn't have to be like, I started, like your day 1, day 3, day 10. It doesn't have to be that every single time. Like an experience post can be solely about the mood support. You could be having a really like rough day and you could be talking about how those really rough days used to be way more rough than they are now, or how you used to stay stuck in that for forever because you didn't have the increased serotonin, versus I'm having a rough day, it's okay, I'm going to go to bed, and whenever I wake up tomorrow, I'm not going to have a rough day.
So do you think like experience also, like as far as the bad days and stuff, yeah, the product, but like the community?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And those also make really good opportunity posts too. You can make it an experience opportunity post in one, boom. Because the community, there's so many, I feel like in the world, if we're looking just at color personalities, I feel like yellows dominate the world. You know what I mean? Like there's reds and there's greens and there's blues, but there's like far more yellows than there are of anything else. So that community is huge.
So now that you say that, Thursday is Medal of Honor Day, and that could definitely be like, I know none of us have like a Medal of Honor, but being able to, like, if you have a good relationship with your upline or whatever, like they could get like the Medal of Honor from you that day of whatever they've helped you with, whether it was business or personal, or even if it's like sideline.
Yeah, no, that's a great, the Medal of Honor Day. I didn't write that one down, so I don't know what date it is, but that's a great day. And you don't even have to say Medal of Honor. Like you could say like my shout out for the day is this person because they helped me a lot this week do this, and this. I love that I get to work with this person every single day. And you know what I mean? Like it's great to always highlight other people and show off what other people are doing in our community because we care about each other. We're a family. We love each other. We want to do that in the first place, but it's also showing everybody else in our network that we do care about each other and that it's not competition, it's collaboration. And I think that that's something that a lot of people don't realize whenever they're looking at us all from the outside. They don't realize that we're not sitting here competing with each other. Like I'm not sitting here like, Sue Ellen isn't going to be able to do this, and this because I did it first. No, I'm like, Sue Ellen, come on, let's go. We're going to help you get there. Let's get this trip earned. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then whenever she does, we're all celebrating her. Right. It's not, I mean, if we were in competition, Alicia would like have stopped talking to me forever and a day ago because I earn VIP every single time and she struggles to earn VIP, right? She would hate my guts versus loving me, right? So that's something that we need to highlight and showcase to people that it's not competition here. It's just lifting each other up. So then after I do my post over here, I always write it on the side what my extra IPA is going to be for that day. So on Mondays, you guys already know what I'm going to say. Where did my marker go? There it is. Okay. On Mondays, I do my customer check-in. Sheila said, give yourself a medal of honor on that day. Haley.
I'm the worst at that. Okay. I feel like all my post, like when I post about myself, I sit there and stare at it for a minute because I'm like, I've always been like the person that didn't want to like bore people with me. You know what I mean? And I do want to share like other people because I don't think that a lot of other companies I know they don't. I know that a lot of other companies don't have this. I mean, I've had other people from other companies talk to me about how they're just a number. They don't ever hear from their upline. They don't ever hear from the person that signed them on until end of the month comes and quotas aren't met. And we clearly are more than that, you know?
Yeah. And that's something that I think all of us struggle with, especially when it comes to talking about opportunity posts and things like that. We don't want to seem braggy. We don't want to talk about what we're doing differently for ourselves and how we're changing things and how we're doing better and all this stuff. It's hard. It's a struggle because there's a lot of mean people in the world that will be like, oh, there goes Haley bragging about her muscle gain again. oh, there goes Tracy talking about her free vehicle. You know what I mean? Like there's always going to be people that do that. But no matter what, no matter if you're posting about yourself or your accomplishments or not, those people are still going to be doing that. You could be the best person on the planet and people are still going to freaking hate you. There's nothing you can do about that. People are still going to stab you in the back. People are still going to hate you. People are still going to talk shit about you. And all you can do is let it roll right off your back and keep on doing what you're doing, because I mean, that's just life. That's always going to be life. So like, just totally get out of your head about that and share how awesome you are, share how awesome your community is, share how awesome life has been for you guys and how it all comes back to you making these changes, right? Like your kids aren't changing things and making like your life different. Your husband isn't changing things and making your life different, right? You're changing things and making your life different. You're learning, you're growing, you're attending the Zooms, you're making all of those changes. So brag about that, talk about that, highlight that, show that, because you deserve that, right? Come through here and smack.
Okay, but like, don't be making me cry and stuff on a Zoom.
Okay, so Monday is customer check-in day. That is when I utilize my Facebook customer list thing. I will not use the Shout app for that. The Shout app is only for Thrive stuff, right? My customer check-in is checking in about all of the things that aren't Thread. The new puppy that they got, their husband getting the promotion at work, their kid doing this cool thing at school. You know what I mean? The things that they're posting about, interacting with their life, their posts from the week before, messaging them, checking on them, seeing how they're doing with whatever's going on in their life, praying for them, whatever it might be. On Tuesdays, I do double IPAs, which means that in my power hour, I try to be way more efficient with it and get double the amount in, right? So like if I normally do 5 story reactions in a 5-minute time, I want to do 10 that day, right? So it's just like, it's like a competition with myself where I just try to make sure that I'm doing extra of my IPAs. You could also do it, instead of doing extra in those times, you can just add more times in. So like if you're somebody that does it in 5-minute intervals, so like if you did 5 minutes and then you washed the dishes and then you did 5 minutes and then you went and did this thing for the kids and then you did 5 minutes and you did this, do that more often in the day so that you're doing double IPAs. It's just a nice little thing. And Tuesdays are really good days for the algorithm to begin with. Tuesdays are great days to go live. Tuesdays are great days for people who, like, people are on Facebook more on Tuesdays and Thursdays than they are any other day. Goodbye, Courtney. So Tuesdays are just a great time to do extra IPAs and get that algorithm boosted even more. So I do double IPA. Can you get Scarlett up, please? Can you get her up here? And then on Wednesdays, I do my page cleanup. And what I do there, and that's just a personal preference, because I don't want to like have to approve posts that people might tag me in or whatever on my newsfeed. I don't like to have to approve those. I want people to be able to tag me in them. So what I do on Wednesdays is I go through and I just hide from profile. That way people are only seeing my posts. I try to do that sometimes too throughout the week, like just on a random day, like, oh, I got tagged in a bunch of stuff today, so I'm gonna go and hide it from my profile after I've commented on it. But Wednesdays are like hardcore. I'm going through and I'm going to clean up my page, maybe edit my bio, tag some better pictures of myself, because you have like, whenever people go to your profile, they can see like the photos that you're tagged in on the side. So I like to go in and I like to tag myself in my own post in like really good, hard hitting posts, right? So if I tag myself in those posts, then those are the ones that people are going to see. So if they see that picture, they're like, oh, she looks really cute in this picture, and they click on it, boom, now they're reading my experience post, right? Hi. Can you go get him up and get him changed, please, so we can go to hockey? Thursday is my double RCM day. Are you okay? Double RCM day, because again, Thursdays are really good days for boosting your algorithm. So instead of doing 5 or 10 or 15, whatever, I do more RCMs. On Friday, that is a group focus day. I actually need to change those up. I'm not going to this week yet, but I need to change up what days I post in my groups. The reason why Fridays and Sundays were my 2 group focus days, where I like make sure I post in my groups and I focus really heavily on them, is because the majority of my groups are homeschooling mom, large family groups, Catholic mom groups, things like that, where lots of those people are staying at home and they're doing school with their kids. I'm no longer homeschooling as of last week. So I need to not focus so much on those groups, and I need to find other groups to make my focus, because now I'm not going to be posting homeschool content anymore, right? So I'll probably change what day my group focus is at some point. And then Saturday is sample Saturday. It is my goal that every single Saturday, I'm going to get 5 samples out. And what I'm doing now, instead of only running them for Saturdays, because I wasn't able to get the 5 out, I am going to run it for the whole week. So I posted them yesterday. I did a post, I did it in my story and all that stuff. And I got 3 of them out. So I have 2 more left to get out. But I'm confident that I'll be able to get them out now, because I'm not just ending it on Saturday. I'm letting it run until I have 5 of them out for that week. Right? And those are the free samples. Those are not the ones that I'm having people pay for. I always have samples available for people to buy. But if you want a 3-day free sample, you better get with me on a Saturday, because I have 5 of them available, right? And I'm just making that my thing, where every single week people are seeing that I have 5 free samples available. And then on Sunday, that is my other group focus day. Again, because I'm in a lot of Catholic groups, Sunday is church day. It just made sense in my head. So I just write those in there, boom. I now have all of my content planned. And what I do at the beginning of the month, for those that haven't been on here before, in my month at a glance thing here, I do my story content. I just got a Instagram like story content calendar thing, which we have them in the Trello board. You don't have to go and buy one now. We have shared ours in there. But I had gone and I bought one, and it literally tells me on, March 24th, you're going to post 5 ways to tell that you need to check your gut. It was something about, it was like post 5 things about your service, your product, right? So I'm going to do a thing in my story on that Wednesday about ways to tell that you need to boost your gut health, right? And then I have share a quote for Thursday. On Friday, it was share something cool about your business. So I'm going to share how many customers I have and how many customers we have on our team as a whole, right? So that's a really cool thing to show people. One, that there's this many people thriving just on our team. So like, why are you not? And 2, it's showing like, it's like an authority accelerator type post, but in my story, right? And then the other one, my Erin Condren one on my month at a glance, that is what I use for my Bible study. So it has like all of the different Bible study things that I'm going to be doing every single day. Obviously, if you don't do Bible study, you wouldn't do that there, but you have options in whatever planner that you do to add in story content, things like that. Does anybody have any questions before I hop off of here?
I just want to tell you thank you so much.
You're very
I still have a long way to go, like a long way to go, but I'm further than I was an hour ago.
Good. And this was recorded. I am turning around immediately right now, and I am posting it to the YouTube. So if you need to go back and watch it and pause it while you write in some stuff, feel free to do that. Get your planning stuff done. I promise you, if you get it all done today, the rest of next week is going to run so much smoother for you. You're already going to have your plan. All you have to do is put in the action at that point. You're not like waking up on Monday like, what do I post about today? Shoot, I don't know what you already know. It's right there.
I know that that's my weak point, and that's why I made I was like, Josh isn't going to be here today. That's fine. Whatever. You guys are going to take a nap. Like, I'm going to be on the Zoom. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I love you guys.